I'm Jeff Gould. Welcome to Finding Significance. A couple of interesting things over just the last day. Guy's talking about his dad. Maybe you know somebody like this who's older, who says, "Why am I still alive? What on earth is there left for me to do?" Is it possible that in retirement you will simply run out of things to do? The answer is yes, you will. Seen it over and over again. Turns out that just entertaining yourself and relaxing has a time limit. And when you're done, you will be bored and feel somewhat worthless. Okay? So listen to me. Stop comparing yourself to people who are your age. Start observing people who are 20 years older than you. Pull them aside, ask them questions, observe, and see if you can learn from them either what they're doing right or their mistakes. So this is Finding Significance. We're trying to help people live the best possible versions of their life. So let's talk about John. John is what we would say a grinder. Every Monday, he sneaks into the office and closes the door just before work starts and pulls out his portfolio. His portfolio measures exactly where he's at. And if he can grind it out, he will finally be able to live his life. The markets didn't do so well in the last week, so now he slumps, recalculates, and figures that now it's going to take, 4 years, 2 months, and 8 days before he can retire. It's ridiculous. He knows it's ridiculous. His wife knows it's ridiculous. And she says, "Now, wait a minute. Do you remember the time we felt most alive in recent history?" And he's wondering what she's talking about. And she says, "The mission trip. We went on a 2-week mission trip to help dig wells in that country. Do you remember that?" And he said, "Well, yeah, it was great, but I don't have enough vacation time built up." And she said, "I don't want to go and come back. I want to go and stay." Well, in that exact moment, he felt this rush, 70% excitement, 30% fear. So they take this Significance Masterclass. Now, this is run by Jim Riefenberger and myself, and it includes a talent code profile to figure out your productivity niche. Well, John happens to be a processor. Processors think, and then they think again, and then they think again. When they finally answer the question, it's true and straight. However, they do not like risk. And so a lot of times they stand on the end of the diving board, and even though they know it's right, they just stand on the end of the diving board. Well, his wife is, and this is typical a lot of times in marriages, she's the opposite. She's a promoter. She's go, go, go. Well, they meet with Jim Riefenberger and do the Significance Masterclass. And the purpose of this is to figure out what his real gifts are. And that gives them a certain clarity because now they see what they were actually made to do, what they're good at, what God gave them the gifts to do. And that clarity gave them energy. And that energy gave them the first steps to fulfillment. If you don't do this, you can go back and do what you always were going to do, but it will come with a heavy price, and that price is called regret. Listen, God made you to a purpose, right? Once you figure out what that purpose is, finally, now you can make a decision. And it's pretty simple. You're either going to continue working for the man, or you're going to start working for the man. And that is the difference in a life of regret to a life of significance. It doesn't really matter to me how you find significance. I just want you to find significance. If our Significance Masterclass will help you, please consider taking it. You can reach out to me with any questions you have. Here's my email address, jeff@ilikethatstory.net. But whatever you do, start the conversation to the next most thrilling part of your life. For Jim Riefenberger, I'm Jeff Gould. God bless.